It's pretty beautiful outside today, so I want to talk about the fear of rejection. And to start, I wanted to let you know that you lose nothing in being told no. Now, fear of rejection can be maybe in job applications, in asking a girl out or something, or it can even be just asking for a simple request. Like, for example, one of my friends, we were playing 1v1s basketball, and there was like four other people on the opposite court. And I was like, "Do you want to go play with them?" He was like, "Nah, I don't know. Like, I don't know." And then I just went up to them. I was like, "Okay, you know what? Forget it. Yo, do you guys want to play 3-on-3?" And after the game, my friend looked at me. He's like, "I can't do that, and I don't know why. Like, I can't believe you just go up to them and say, 'Do you want to play?'" And realistically, like, I didn't have that courage, I guess, for a long time. And the truth is, like, I love playing basketball in the team setting. I've always been a pass first player. I love like the team aspect of like playing defense and swinging the ball to the open man, making those right reads. And so I love basketball so much that I want to put myself out there to experience that again. And I think that's something you can apply to many different aspects, right? Let's say I asked them if they want to play 3-on-3, and they said, "No, we're only doing twos right now." What changes? What changes between asking them and they say no, and me and my friend go back to playing 1v1 versus never asking and playing 1v1s regardless? There's really no difference. And the difference is the what if. Is the what if? What if they say yes? What if let's play 3-on-3 and let's make this experience more enjoyable for you and for us together? What difference? You don't lose anything by being told no, go back to doing what you were already doing. You're still consistent with whatever it was before, whether it's if you be rejected by a girl, if you get denied a job, any of those things, you still have the same resume, you're still the same person. So there shouldn't really be any fear of there shouldn't be anything to lose. Now, that also brings me to say a lot of people are scared to put themselves out, maybe ask a girl out, or maybe shoot their shot or whatever you call it, because they're scared of what the person might think of them. They might think they're like a creep or something, but that's really not the case, in my opinion. If someone is gonna bash you for being confident enough to approach them and be yourself to them, I think that speaks more about them than of you. And if someone's really going to bash you for that, I think you should actually be thankful that this person said, "No, I don't want that confident energy in my life. Go take it somewhere else." Right? A lot of people see rejection as like a terrible feeling when realistically it's just guiding you to where your energy is more welcome. Right? So I think when I'm rejected personally by anything, I'm actually not ecstatic, obviously, but I'm, I guess, relieved or happy, if you will, because I think when you get rejected, you can say, "Okay, I wasted no time being somewhere that I'm not welcome, so I'm gonna go put that somewhere else." Something I've done recently since I'm here for the summer is fishing. It's something I love doing. I have a lot of fun in it, and I think I can kind of put that into terms and say, if I want to catch a fish, right? Am I gonna throw one cast out and reel it back in and be like, "Oh, I don't think there's any fish in here today. I'm gonna pack it up and leave"? No, right? I might be like, "Okay, maybe that cast didn't work. Let me cast it the same spot. Maybe cast it more to the right, to the left. Maybe cast it by this tree over there." Or I'm gonna say, maybe this lure isn't the right one. I'm gonna switch it to a spinner. I'm gonna switch maybe switch the spot. I'm gonna walk all the way over there, or I might put on a different hook and you know, there's a lot of different things to tweak, but you're not necessarily gonna just give up because You already tried and it didn't work. And so when you're fishing and your cast gets rejected numerous times, it's going to redirect you to where your cast is going to be better. You're going to be like, oh, I've seen a couple splashes over there. I might go walk over there right now. And so I think you can parallel that into being rejected in real life, right? If you're going to a certain spot, let's say you're going to maybe you're somewhere that people with a lot of different values are going to be from you. You may be rejected very often because these people don't see the same virtues that you have as important. And so in that, you can say, okay, clearly this is not I'm not catching anything here. So I'm going to relocate my energy to a better spot, a spot that I believe that I'm more likely to land at. And then sometimes, not always, but sometimes you're gonna have to change your lure and maybe try a different technique of maybe like doing a pop when you're fishing. And quite similarly, I think when you're putting yourself out there, you have to create the opportunity yourself in some ways. Not to say to just say whatever you feel, not to say to change yourself. I always believe that you should be yourself no matter what, but just maybe trying to come off as more outgoing, more energetic, smiling. Oftentimes, I forget to do this sometimes. Naturally, I'm a little bit more reserved when I first meet someone. And I think it's very important to just be aware of the tone that you give out to other people. And so I think overall, you can look at really shallow things like fishing and apply them to deeper parts of your life. I think also, maybe when you're applying for a job, you may associate your self worth with getting that job, or associate your self worth with however many interviews you get or whatever. And I think in doing so, it will discourage you from continuously trying if you get rejected several times. And I think that also plays in to the casting effect, right? I wouldn't tell you to lie on your resume, but just maybe when you present what you've done, present it in a very impactful way, as impactful a way as you can, while staying true to your integrity. And when you go into an interview, like I said, smile more, be more enthusiastic, show that you want to be there and that your energy, that their energy is wanted by you, and in turn, your energy will be wanted by them. And this is something I also have struggled with as well. Um, when it hits summertime, a lot of people look for a job, and understandably, right now, it's actually very tough to be landing jobs right now. And so it's very easy to get demotivated and give up on trying in fear of rejection. But like I said, you lose nothing by being told we are unable to accept you for this position. I know not all of my viewers are religious, but for me, I know that God has a plan for me, regardless of what happens. So I control what I can control. I put my best self out to gain the opportunities that I want. If I'm rejected, I know that that's God telling me what that has is not for you and will not help you get to where I want you to be. And I am going to accept you. And in other aspects of your life, you're going to be accepted where I want you to be. And so, in believing that, I don't see rejection as a bad thing. I see it as pushing me to a better opportunity for me to grow. Honestly, I might just start recording out here way more. I feel like words were actually just flowing out of my mouth, and the trees are really nice. Lance is here. Lance, come here, bud. Lance, come here. Come here. Good boy. This is Lance. He's so happy. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. I hope this helped you guys, and I hope to record another video in the future. I put a poll out asking which of those topics you guys struggle with the most. If you can answer that, that'd be great. Aside from that, I hope to talk to you guys soon.